Are there aliens at Area 51?
This little bit of a no gesture perks up, and he goes into that Donald Trump position of presenting.
They said, all I know, sir, is there was a round object that was going 4 times faster than my F-22.
Turned to the side and his eyes opened up just a little.
The aliens won't let it happen. You reveal all their secrets. They exercise strict control over us.
There are a lot of people that are going to examine your facial expressions here, every twitch, everything.
Tight lip. Then we see that slow blink. Okay, here we go.
I'm not telling you nothing.
Yeah, me too, hold on. Me too, hold on. If this is acting, put this guy in Hollywood movies. Hey everyone, Spidey here, and what you just saw was a teaser trailer to a really exciting analysis that I filmed with my friend Chris Ramsey over at Area 52 Investigations, all about UAPs, whistleblowers, and alien encounters. So I don't know how many of you saw the community post, but earlier this week, I injured my back and I was out of commission. In fact, even till now, sitting here, it's not the best. But I know that not everyone sees the community posts, so I wanted to update you guys by video. That way more of you can find out why I was inactive, and also to let you know that luckily before that happened, I filmed an awesome analysis video with my friend Chris Ramsey. Chris is an extremely talented content creator and host, and his channel is all about exploring and investigating all kinds of phenomena that are hard to explain, the interesting, the mysterious. And he had me on looking at footage of ex-presidents, government whistleblowers, and other individuals who claim to have experiences with UAPs or alien encounters, and had me analyze the behaviors, body language, and facial expressions of these individuals. What I really loved about that analysis is that usually I look at the clips on the channel multiple times, I take a lot of notes, and I give a very prepared analysis. In that case, I watched each clip only once, then we watched them again together, so it was very casual and you saw a lot of great analysis, but a lot of it was things I was seeing in the moment, and we're talking about it and elaborating on it, so you can really see it happening in the moment in a lot of cases. So what I'm gonna do in this video, before I send you guys over to the full analysis on his channel, is I'm gonna show you all the clips that we analyzed without any analysis. Because in the interview with Chris, we just watch the videos and stop and comment, but we never just look at the full clips before. So I'm gonna play all the clips we looked at right now for you uninterrupted, so you guys can have a chance to see it and see what you think is going on. And then I'll let you guys go over to his channel and get your weekly analysis with me just there instead of here. So here are all the clips that we analyzed.
Are there aliens at Area 51?
You know, I'll tell you, it's a funny thing, because I think that might be a question that I get more than any question. It is the craziest thing. So we have that so-called area. They consider it like a sacred area. And I will say this. I don't think I'm a believer, but I've interviewed pilots that look, I like Tom Cruise, but better than Tom Cruise. They were in the Oval Office, 3 or 4 pilots. These are not people that make up stories. These are... They said, all I know, sir, is there was a round object that was going 4 times faster than my F-22, which is a very fast plane. And it wasn't, you know, it shouldn't have been. It was round, sir. They have seen, I mean, 4 or 5 guys I've interviewed, solid people, great pilots for the U.S. Air Force, etc. They've seen things that they cannot explain.
Follow-up
So there's
question.
something.
Also a maybe, I think.
Follow-up question, Mr. President.
So this is something I feel like, if I was the president, and it's unlikely that that is ever going to happen.
You never know.
If I was the president...
It was unlikely that I was going to be president.
The moment I was inaugurated, my hand would just, it'd still be hot from touching the Bible, and I would immediately race to wherever they have the files about Area 51 and the UFOs, and I go through everything to find out what happened.
Right.
Did you do that?
That's why you will not be president. Because that's the first thing that you would do.
It's at the
The
top
aliens
of my
won't
list.
let it happen. You reveal all their secrets. They exercise strict control over us.
Now, you know, there are a lot of people that are going to examine your facial expressions here, every twitch, everything, and say, and of course, so did you look? Did you see? Did you explore?
I can't reveal anything.
Oh, really? Because President Clinton said he did go right in, and he did check, and there was nothing.
Well, you know, that's what we're instructed to say.
You know, what are they, UAPs or whatever they call them, you know, all the footage and everyone talking about it. It's like, what is your, like, I know that doesn't necessarily mean aliens, it is just a UAP, but I was wondering if you have a theory about that.
Well, when it comes to aliens, there's some things I just can't tell you on air.
But you'll tell us off air?
Great.
But what is true, and I'm actually being serious here, is that there's footage and records of objects in the skies that we don't know exactly what they are. We can't explain how they moved, their trajectory. They did not have an easily explainable pattern.
Did you go through the secret files, the UFO documents? Because if I was president, that'd be the first thing I did.
You know, it's funny. My daughters asked the very same question.
They did?
Yeah.
Would you be allowed to tell your daughters what was in those files?
No.
You would not?
No.
Now that you're out of office, you can do anything you want, right?
True, yeah. But I'm not telling you.
You're not telling You're not telling me what? Are you not telling me that you looked at them?
I'm not telling you nothing.
Are there really great secrets that you know that you can't share with people?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. And you never write about them?
No.
Maybe at a time in your life that you're like, oh, I'm 90, I'm going to do it.
No.
No, nothing. What if you were to get like a little like loopy, you know? You get old and...
Start drinking again?
Start drinking again. Guillermo, get some tequila.
Why don't you take a couple of minutes? Now, you've done as much research on UFOs as just about anyone, I'd imagine, and if you haven't done it, you know people who have. Where did it all start, and how have we put this picture together of where they came from and why they're here?
Well, the whole thing started in July 2nd, 1947. That was the first crash.
First crash of an alien spaceship.
Of an alien spaceship. July 6th is when they recovered it and sent it to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. July 7th is when they held the press conference and told the people it was a weather balloon, which the press bought hook, line, and sinker. September of that year, President Truman established MJ-12, and the purpose of that was to study the saucers and cover up the existence of UFOs.
And you say we recovered alien bodies from that incident, right?
4 from that particular crash, yes.
And what'd they do with them?
They autopsied them. Dr. Detlef Bronk was the chief surgeon, so to speak. He was the one that named them EBEs. It stands for extraterrestrial biological entities. And we captured 3 live EBEs. They were numbered in their order of capture: EBE-1, EBE-2, and EBE-3.
Have you ever seen face-to-face an alien being?
Yes, I have. Absolutely.
How old were you?
That was the event in 1973. So I was 18. I just turned 18.
Okay, so you're old enough to know the difference between right and wrong, between fantasy and reality.
Oh, yeah.
In the 70s.
I never do any drugs. This was not on LSD in the 70s.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask you. You're coming out of the 60s.
No.
LSD.
I never touched the stuff.
Just took place. You're not on any magic mushrooms or anything at the time.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you describe?
Actually, this ET I'm talking about is probably about 4 to 5 feet tall. I didn't know what the heck was going on, and I was up on this mountain in outside Boone, North Carolina, up in the mountains. And this, at first, I thought it was a deer on its hind legs looking at me, and because it had deer-like eyes, and it came over and touched my right shoulder so firmly I could see the indentation. And with that, there was an electromagnetic field. All my hair stood on. It's when I had hair. And all my hair stood on end. And it was this amazing event that happened with this being. So, and, you know, it was not at all frightening to me. It was beautiful. But
I saw the big giant creature in front of me. The alien, whatever you guys want to call it. The alien demon, whatever you guys want to call it.
What do you believe it is?
A demon.
A demon?
Yeah.
So maybe that's changed, that once you thought it was an alien, now you believe it was a demon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is, you know, only God knows what it was. But I'm thinking it's like something bad, you know, not a good thing.
Was it moving? Was it doing?
Yes, it was moving. It was, you could see like, he was breathing like he was like pissed off. Like he wanted to do something.
And he was looking at you and your brother?
He was looking at me, yeah.
Did he say anything?
Mm-mm. I remember he was growling like a dog, like, "Arr," like he was growling.
When did it end?
As soon as I closed my eyes, I guess. I don't know. I think I was praying or something like that, and they just let me go. That's when I went inside, and you know, I saw my dad. I mean, I saw it too.
It felt like it had a control of your body?
Oh yeah, I couldn't move. I couldn't move. Yeah.
You were paralyzed at the sight of this thing.
Yeah, I couldn't move.
And you were looking at it for 30 or so seconds, and then all of a sudden it was gone.
Yeah. That was pretty creepy.
A lot of people think that that's just hard to believe.
That, you know, like I said again, they can think whatever they want.
What do you say to the people who believe that your family just made this whole thing up to try to get attention?
They can believe whatever they want, you know. I'm not doing it for if I did it for fame, I would be on YouTube and stuff like that, doing more videos, but I don't care, guys. I just went on TikTok and YouTube, made my story. That's pretty much it. I made no money off this. I want people to know that. I made no money off this. I don't need money. That's pretty much it. They can believe whatever they want.
When I woke up, I didn't come to very quickly. I was in and out for quite a lot of time. I was in a lot of pain, so it took me a while to kind of gather my thoughts and figure out where I was, which at first I thought was just a hospital. You know, I remembered the incident in the woods eventually, but I thought, oh, maybe I'd just been hurt and they'd taken me to a hospital. And the sounds of movement around me, I just thought, well, that's the doctors. And, you know, when I finally got where I could focus my eyes and saw them is when I just flipped out because, you know, seeing these things was just a real shock because, you know, I'd never seen anything like that. And at the same time, I'm having all this pain and this feeling of suffocation, which just kind of gave me a panicky feeling to start with. So that explains a lot of why I reacted to what some people think is so badly. You know, people say, "Oh, well, I would just remain calm and ask them this question and that question." But I guess everybody has their own approach to things. Maybe they'd be surprised at how they would react. But it was, you know, the things I recall don't really make a tremendous amount of sense by themselves. I was looking for a way out and was eventually taken out.
So those were the clips that we looked at in the full analysis video in a very fun and interactive way that I'm sure you guys are going to love. And of course, for each one, Chris provided some context, explained who some of these people are. Now, before you head over to the full analysis, let me know in the comments below on this video if you saw any behaviors in the clips that we just looked at that we've covered on the channel before. What did you see? What did you catch? What were some of your first impressions? Let me know, then go check out the full analysis with Area 52 Investigations. And for you to find that video, I will leave a link in the description, in the top pinned comment of this video, and I'll even put a little box right here on the video that you can click to go directly to that one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a ton of fun. Hopefully next week I'll feel much better and we'll be right back on track. I want to thank you guys for your patience and understanding, and I will see you very soon.